Imagine walking into a house where you grew up, a place you thought was safe, only to find horror lurking behind closed doors. In July 2011, 17-year-old Tyler Hadley from Port St. Lucie, Florida, did the unthinkable. He brutally murdered his parents in their own home, and then threw a party. Over 60 friends attended the party, unaware that the bodies of Blake and Mary Jo Hadley lay just rooms away. Tyler Hadley was the kind of teenager every parent hopes their child will be. But beneath the surface, something dark was growing. He began skipping school, hanging out with the wrong crowd, and experimenting with drugs. His parents, Blake and Mary Jo, tried everything: psychiatrists, antidepressants, and even outpatient mental health programs. But nothing seemed to reach him. By 17, the tension in the Hadley household had reached a breaking point. A single night of punishment, his phone and car taken away, became the spark for a chilling act of violence. Tyler's story begins like that of many teenagers, a troubled youth, testing boundaries, pushing against authority. To his friends, he was charismatic, fun, and sometimes reckless. But his family saw the storm beneath the surface. His aunt Cindy Hadley remembered, "I never saw Tyler lose his temper until the very end." That's what makes it so bizarre. While he seemed normal during family outings, like a recent trip to a cabin in Georgia, behind closed doors, Tyler's anger was festering. By July 16, 2011, his frustration boiled over. In a split-second decision, Tyler reached for a claw hammer and carried out a plan that would shock the nation. That night, Blake and Mary Jo Hadley were brutally attacked with a claw hammer. Tyler hid the bodies in the master bedroom, meticulously covering his tracks. He made a shocking choice: to continue his night as if nothing had happened. He posted an invitation on Facebook, and over 60 friends arrived, oblivious to the horror behind the closed door. Tyler mingled, laughed, and hosted, all while the lifeless bodies of his parents lay just feet away. To his friends, it was just another wild house party. To Tyler, it was a dark and twisted concealment of his crime. But secrets have a way of coming to light. Tyler confided in his best friend, Michael Mandel, pulling him aside. "Mike, I killed my parents," he admitted. Mandel was in disbelief. He initially thought it was a sick joke. But curiosity and fear led him to the master bedroom. The sight of Blake Hadley's leg confirmed the horrifying truth. Mandel's reaction was immediate.
He told me that, the gist of it, that he did something to his parents. I was like, bro, I don't want to know any details.
Did he hurt them? Are they still alive?
My understanding of it was that he killed them.
He contacted authorities, ending the party and initiating one of the most bizarre murder investigations in recent history. It was a crime that seemed unimaginable. A teenager, his own home, his own parents, and a party as a cover. Neighbors and friends were stunned. How could a kid, raised in a loving home, commit such violence and remain so composed afterward? Police arrested Tyler Hadley the next day. The evidence was overwhelming. The claw hammer, the Facebook invitations, the eyewitness testimony from Mandel. The community that once celebrated Tyler's life now grappled with the brutal reality of his actions. Tyler's mental health was examined. Some argued he suffered from psychological problems, but the court found he was aware of his actions. Even his own brother, Ryan Hadley, called him a pathological liar, highlighting the chilling premeditation behind the murders. The trial was swift but complex. In 2014, Tyler pleaded no contest to 2 counts of first-degree murder. He was sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms without parole. However, in 2016, the Florida 4th District Court of Appeal overturned the sentence due to procedural errors in considering juvenile sentencing alternatives. The case highlighted a national debate. Can a teenager be truly rehabilitated after committing such heinous acts? Finally, in December 2018, Tyler Hadley was resentenced to life in prison, with a review possible after 25 years, in accordance with new juvenile sentencing laws. Justice was served, but the haunting question remained: could anyone have predicted this tragedy? The Hadley murders left a community scarred. Friends like Michael Mandel were forever changed.
It ruined my life. It ruined Tyler's life. It ended his parents' lives.
Mandel said in a later interview. Suddenly, every party, every photo, every memory was tainted by tragedy. The case became a stark warning about adolescent mental health, the potential dangers of untreated anger, and the consequences of a single, irreversible act. Families across Florida and the nation were shaken. Conversations about teen behavior, warning signs, and parental vigilance intensified. Schools, communities, and psychologists examined the Hadley case for lessons, though the horror of that night could never be undone. The story of Tyler Hadley is a cautionary tale about the unpredictability of youth and the darkness that can hide behind familiar faces. It challenges us to look deeper, to notice warning signs, and to act before it's too late. What could have stopped this? Was Tyler purely evil, or a troubled teen pushed past the edge? The answers may never fully come, but the lessons remain. If this story shocked you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Share your thoughts. What warning signs should we pay attention to in teenagers around us? And remember, sometimes the most chilling stories happen behind doors we think are safe. See you in the next video.